Tusk Thumpers are mini bosses located in the Plains of Eidolon. There are 3 different variants, and their main purpose is to act as an alternate way to get rare Plains of Eidolon resources and mods, and killing them is one of the common Nightwave acts. The main question I see concerning the enemy is how to find them and how to restrict this movement. In this video, I'll be showing you numerous ways in which to do both of these. If you're interested in this or content similar to this, then you should subscribe, as I'll be providing more videos like this in the future. The best way to find the Tusk Thumper is to load into a bounty in Cetus and then head towards the Plains of Eidolon. The level of the bounty will determine the Tusk Thumper that will spawn. The best Thumper to aim to fight is the Tusk Thumper Doma, since it gives the most resources, has the highest mod drop chance, and completes both Tusk Thumper Nightwave acts. In order to get the Tusk Thumper Doma to spawn, you need to select a level 5 or 6 bounty. In the level 5 bounty, the enemy level ranges from level 40 to 60. Because of this, you can either have a Tusk Thumper Bull spawning or a Tusk Thumper Doma, so it could take a few tries to get the one you're looking for. The level 6 bounty is guaranteed to spawn the Doma, but it's a Steel Pad bounty, so yeah, good luck with that. Tusk Thumpers can only spawn during the day cycle, so trying to find one when it's night is kinda pointless. Here's a map of all the areas where the Tusk Thumper is most likely to spawn. This is a path that I normally follow in order to see if the Tusk Thumper will spawn. I normally fly close to the ground, and whenever I'm in range of the Tusk Thumper, it will rise up from under the ground. If I don't see it while completing this route, I just return to Cetus and try again. It's much better to just restart than spend 20 minutes looking for it and not finding it. When you get the Tusk Thumper to spawn, you'll notice on each leg that there's a glowing plate. You need to shoot this plate off and it will expose a green vent under a leg. You need to shoot this vent until it is destroyed and then move on to one of the other 3 vents. Every time that you destroy a vent, it will reduce the Thumper's health by 25%. During the fight, the Tusk Thumper will try to rotate its body or jump away in order to prevent you from destroying the rest of its vents or killing it. I'll be showing you how to deal with that shortly. In order to do extra damage to the vents, it is recommended to build for the elemental type that the Tusk Thumper is weak against. The Tusk Thumper's health is weak to blast damage and it will take 75% extra damage from it, and the Tusk Thumper's armor is weak to radiation damage and it will take 75% extra damage from it. When fighting the Thumper, you can either choose to strip the Thumper's armor using Shatter and Impact and build your weapon for blast, or you can build your weapon for radiation damage. I would recommend you use the Redeemer Prime as your weapon of choice, since its pellets has innate blast damage, so you can build it for both radiation and blast. Plus it can't run out of ammo, which is another plus. This is the Redeemer Prime build that I was using, and I was able to defeat the Tusk Thumper Doma fairly quickly. When fighting the Tusk Thumper, it is very important that you have something in your arsenal that can buff your damage and slow the Thumper's movement. On screen, I'll provide a list of abilities that I recommend for buffing your damage and slowing the Thumper down. With the new helmet system, most of these abilities will be available to all of your frames, which really opens up your choice on who to bring to this fight. The frame that I would recommend for killing the Tusk Thumper is Necros. Necros is the only frame whose loot ability affects the Thumper, so you have a chance for double drops. Necros is also able to slow down the Thumper's movement with its Augment Creep and Terrify. Plus, with the addition of the helmet system, some of the best damage buffs are now available to Necros. The option that I personally went with was Roar, but Eclipse or Smite Infusion are also both good choices. If you don't have or want to use Necros, then I would recommend Nova or Rhino for this mission. They both have abilities that can both increase the damage that the enemy takes and slow down their movement, which is very useful. If you have access to Xenarix Temporal Blast, then I would recommend that you use that over or in combination with your other slow abilities, since it uses void damage, which is a lot easier and cheaper to spam. The Smita Kavat is the best companion to bring for this fight, since the charm buff has the possibility to increase your crit chance or double the resources that you gain from the Tusk Thumper. When you combine this with Necros, you can get quite a lot of resources just from one Tusk Thumper. And that was everything you need to know about how to find and kill Tusk Thumpers in the Plains of Eidolon. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like, share it with someone who will find it useful, and subscribe for more content like this in the future.